the Lord told you there would be a big separation in the church, and it would be involving the supernatural.
Yes, I saw that the religious goats would separate from the lambs, the sheep. That it would be those who resisted the supernatural resurrection power of Jesus Christ. And that it would be so evident that people would separate and the goats would dig in and say, no, we're not having this. And then that there would be a smaller remnant that would accept the power of God and go on with God. And those would be the ones who display the miracles and the signs and wonders and were a habitation place for the glory of the Father that was coming on the earth and is already here.
And one of the things you were showing was something that someone prophesied over me, that people would have visitations of Jesus and be totally changed.
Yes, overnight. As soon as they go to bed, Jesus said that because it's so busy and people are in fear right now, he said, even my people are in fear. He said, I'm going to visit them at night and I'm going to convince them otherwise that I'm a good God. I'm going to show them their future. I'm going to give them plans. And then I'm going to have angelic assistants come. This is all going to be at night when their mind is not busy. And he said that when they wake up, they'll be a new person. He said it's going to happen all over. He said he's going to start with families. Is this going to
be not just spiritually, but even physically? I'm curious.
Oh, no. I mean, I'll just tell you this because it's a bold statement. But Jesus said, if I have to extend people's lives out to 120 years just to fulfill what I've spoken, I'll do it. He can do whatever he wants with those who adhere to his sayings. And so Jesus, through John, he said in the first chapter of John, verse 12, he said that those who embraced him and heard his sayings, he gave them the power to become sons of God. And that's what we're coming into right now. We're coming into those days where those who hear the voice of the Lord will obey. And that if we passionately love him, what does it say? He will come and live with us. And he will give us whatever we ask for in prayer. Whatever we ask, if we passionately love him and obey him. This is what John recorded in chapter 14. And then in John 15, it says, we're in the vine and he is in us. And we can ask what we will, what we desire, and he will do for us. These days are coming where believers will have more happening at night with the Lord than during the day. During the day, they will be out ministering to people and miracles are going to start to happen. Said, these are just common believers. This is not apostles, prophets, pastors, teachers, evangelists. That Jesus said, I want the believers to walk in this, not just the fivefold.
Well, what's going to happen with these 1,000+ member churches that maybe even the pastor is spirit-filled, but he's learned to demote tongues and things of the supernatural to the back room? His elders have told him he has to do that to get his paycheck. What's going to happen with those mega churches?
Jesus said that the Spirit's going to be whispering to the people, and they're going to hear his voice, and they're going to know. They're going to know the true voice of God, and they're going to migrate out of that, out of those places, and they're going to go where the Spirit of the Lord is allowed to move, where salvations are allowed, where healings are allowed, where deliverance is allowed, and where God is portrayed as a good God who has provided for us everything we need for life and godliness in this life. And that's through Jesus Christ. Jesus is going to be lifted up, but there'll be a migration out. The sheep will know that there's a religious spirit involved, and they will leave.